So many firsts are happening at home.
Okay, keep going. I'm just going to sort out the music here.
I'm here where endless meets the end. Do you see me?
Keep going, keep going, keep going. You can do half that. Half that. Good. Keep going.
Your whispers found its way. Call. I'm overzealous.
Okay.
When I'm down, I can let down. When I'm down, I come down. I get angry. Baby, close. I can love you just like that. I can leave just as fast. But you don't judge me. Cause if you do,
you guys can hear me. You want to be nice and okay, let's see. Then slow down. Down, up. So push it up. Nice and light on the 4,
I wanna come and talk about me.
And go back.
Conversation with just me, trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now put my hands up and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And I'm singing like, girl, you know well, sure, love is handmade for somebody like me. Come now, come on, maybe crazy, I'm just saying what to do. Won't always say that body on me.
Going out on the first day. You and me is 50, so long you can eat the liquor bag and I'm gonna play. So for hours and hours, so I'm waiting for these okay? Leave it in a taxi, it's in the backseat, tell the driver make the radio play. And I tell you all well, so love was me, somebody like you, coming out for a maybe crazy, I'm so good, it's not too much. I'm on my reset, everybody on me, coming out for my lead.
So you can do a push-up for at least some of them. Do a push-up. If it's possible. If it's not possible, then do a full touch to the ground. Maria, I can see you watching the show. If you guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, I guess you can't hear me. Hold on a sec. Hold on a second. I'll figure something out for you guys. Hold on. Okay, so it didn't work out. Sorry, guys. I was trying to find a microphone so I can attach to my phone, but it's not working. So you're gonna have to just watch me. You guys can't hear me at all, so I do apologize. Yeah, so you're gonna have to watch me. That's all. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay, let's get going. So we're gonna have to do 10 more burpees. So we're doing 20 altogether. Guys, if you can do a push-up, do a push-up. If you can't do a push-up, please touch with your upper body to the ground. Okay, let's go. 10 more. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go sideways. Side, press, in, and out. Let's go. Down. There. In, and Out to the side. Ready? Let's go. Down. Last one. Down. Nice exercise. Then step up. And then step sideways. So, we're going to go down. And up. And back. Down. And 5. Down. Last one. That's it. Good job. Okay. Next exercise. Watch me. Here we go. Squat. And turn. Ready? Let's go. Jump. Turn. Jump. Turn. Right, when you go into a plane, when you're in a plane, here, don't sink down too hard. Take it nice and slow. Let's go. Last two. That's it. Done. Okay. Grab your water. Grab your water. So. I love you back here. Okay, so 4 exercises. One more time. Let's go. Burpee. Ready? Let's go.
I've been hearing symphonies. Before all I heard was silence. A rhapsody for you and me. And every melody is timeless. Life was stringing me along. Then you came and you cut me loose. Solo singing on my own. No, I can't find the key without you. And now your song is already seen. And I'm dancing on your heartbeat. And when you go, everything is complete. But if you want to try, I just wanna be part of your story.
What's up, Lilia? Good?
You were muted, yeah.
Next one. 10. Go. Let's go. 1.
when to change or change your mind. I could give 1,000 reasons why, and I know you, and you got to.
Good job. Next one. We got 4 exercises. 4 exercises. Watch me.
Never been the best that I could go. I don't wanna spend the night alone. Yes, I need you, and I need you.
Okay. So grab weight. So lift your knees off the ground.
You said that we would always be. Without you, I feel lost at sea. In the darkness, you'd hide with me, like the wind we
So you guys need to get in a tabletop position, knees off the ground. Okay, so hold tight, and then bring your arm up. Good job. You gotta keep your back nice and straight. So don't arch it, keep it flat. Good job. Next one. You're gonna do one side at a time. So you're gonna squat, touch, come up, and push up. 5 more.
angels in the snow.
That's it. Switch. Opposite side. Six. Keep going. Exhale, 7. That's it. Okay, next one. You're gonna grab both weights in your arms. What you're gonna do is you're gonna extend your legs. You're gonna lift your legs up, and you're gonna go down and up. Ready? Let's go for 15. That's it. You guys get it? Did you get it? Yeah? Good. Awesome. Awesome. I'm just going to look at all of you here. Good. Okay. Yeah. So here, you want to make sure you lift your legs up. You're going to lift your legs up, and then you're going to go down. So you want to push this part down onto the floor. Okay, ready guys? First exercise. So first one, we're gonna go down, walk it up. That's it. Next one. Ready? Tabletop. Come up. Open your thighs. That's it. Next one. Come up. So we're doing shoulder press. Ready? Opposite side. That's it. Next one. Last one. Lie down. One good knee. And your legs. Arms up. So press your stomach into the ground. Put it down. Okay. That's it. Nice. Okay, let's do abs. Okay, next one. Okay. So sit on our planks. Get on your elbows. In the plank. That's it. Meet your elbows. Ready? Okay. Get into your plank again.
Talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy.
Opposite side, switch it up. Opposite side. That's it. Okay, one more exercise. We'll be done. Okay, here's a V sit up. We're gonna alternate. Extend out, arms and legs. We're gonna alternate. We're gonna come up and down. Opposite and down. That's it. Done. Okay, let's stretch. Grab the water. Let's stretch. There's a done. Okay, you guys are done and done. Let's do a quick stretch, and then we'll talk about balanced breakfast. Okay. Ooh, let's start from cat-cow. So get into a tabletop. You're gonna inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. Keep going, guys. I'm gonna check my microphone here. Is that better? Oh. Can you hear me better like that? No, I can hear you better. Okay, let's do it. Cat cow. Let's do 2 more. Stretch your spine. And then look down. Exhale. Look up. And look down. Exhale. Good. Guys, from here, sit into a child's pose so you can have your knees apart. So apart to the other apart. And just lie down. Stretch your back. Okay, good. From here, let's stretch our legs. So let's start from here. Bring one leg in front. The other one stays in the back. Sink in, down, as much as you can. Grab your back leg, to the elbow, sink back in. Good. So from here, you're gonna bring the back leg back onto the ground, shift your weight to the back leg, and then lean down towards your front leg. So keep your toes up, lean down towards the leg, feel the stretch in the back. Don't sit on your back leg, so try and keep about 90 degree to like a 75-degree angle. So don't sit completely on it. Keep yourself above, and then lean forward. Good. Okay. So come up, switch legs. Opposite leg. Good. Grab your back leg. Good. Shift your weight to the back leg. Toes up. Lean forward. Good. Okay. From here, let's do a figure four. So lay down on your backs. Ankle on top of your knee. And then bring your knee. Good. Okay, back to neutral. Opposite leg goes on top. Arms through. And pull towards yourself. Good. Okay. Sit up. So sit up on your heels. Just sit back comfortably. Okay. Stretch your shoulders. Arm across. Pull towards. Good. Arm on top. Grab your elbow. Go down. Good. Opposite arm. Grab your elbow. Arm across. Pull towards you. Good. Okay. Awesome. Okay, let's come up. On our feet. Let's just do a fold forward. So you're gonna fold forward and relax. So grab your ankles, your knees. Good. Have your legs wider than shoulder width. Clasp your hands behind your back. And then fold forward again. Good. Come back up. Okay. I think that's it. I think we're done for today. So stay with me. We're going to talk right now. I hope you guys can hear me. Just give me 1 second.
so hot. Hi, Leila. Hi, guys. I thought I'm on mute, so you heard all the screamings.
Yeah, we heard it all.
I thought I'm on mute. Sorry, guys. But listen, it's so hot today. Look at my face. I think I was almost fainting, but Tanya, it was crazy workout. Thank you so much.
Lilia,
So happy to feel your faces.
You are crazy that you are working out outside. I was outside for like 10 minutes. I don't know how you did it.
But listen, I'm in my balcony. Look how cool is that?
It is pretty cool. I know I was thinking about doing my workouts outside, but not today. Like it's incredibly hot.
But I have to tell you, outside it's more hot than inside. But this is the challenge. It's like hot. You burn more calories, like hot yoga.
Oh, no kidding. You're probably gonna pass out though. So good job, guys. So good stuff for showing up. Good job for finishing it up. Lily, I'm happy you didn't faint on me there. And you finished the workout as well. But honestly, guys, yeah, it's pretty warm. I'm inside and I'm sweating. But so did a full body today. I hope you guys liked it. As always, let's talk about nutrition. So our topic today is balanced breakfast. What I'm actually having today, because for some reason I got a headache right before the workout. So I got my CR7 drive, which is a sports nutrition. So I thought about it today because it's a perfect day for it. If you're working outside, if you're going outside, if you're working out, really, yeah, you need to have one because you need to replenish your electrolytes. I got a headache, and so I'm like, I gotta drink it.
I just ordered my CR7. My husband, he started biking. He just got his new bike, and he's doing like a sport biking, like off-road. And I ordered for both of us because I want to try it. I'm usually taking the H3O, but now I'm challenging myself to try the CR7 and see if it works better for me. So yeah, I'm excited to try this.
Perfect days. Okay, so I'm not going to keep it too long. So balanced breakfast, what I wanted to talk to you about. So everyone has breakfast, almost all of us, in one way or the other. What breakfast means is you're breaking your fast, right? So your first meal technically is your breakfast. It's just everyone has it in the different timings. And there are different theories, there are different ways of how people start their day. There are different kind of like sciences behind of everything. But essentially, when your body sleeps at night, so we as individuals, as persons, as human beings, we consist of cells and tissues, right? So everything is like in the like skin tissue, bone tissue, cells within our bodies, within our brains, et cetera, et cetera. And so for us to build those blocks and cells and tissues, we need nutrients. And so we essentially, why we eat and what food is food is our energy. It's a source of energy, it's a source of nutrients, is a source of building blocks of how we can maintain and sustain our bodies. So what balanced breakfast is when you're breaking your fast, you need to consume food that can replenish what you depleted overnight, or depleted through the workout. So you guys worked out today, and everything that you ate today is gonna help you to, it's gonna be processed during the night sleep. So when you're sleeping, your body regenerates. It uses all the nutrients, it uses what you have consumed during the day, during that night sleep. And so when you're waking up in the morning, your body needs to replenish itself. So because we consist of those cells, and because those cells require those nutrients, and we have exactly, we need exactly 114 of those vital nutrients. And I'm talking fats, I'm talking carbohydrates, I'm talking proteins, and we in overall you can you know them as micro elements and macro elements. Okay, so micro elements are vitamins and minerals, and then I'm not going to talk specifically about each of them. And then your macros are fats, carbs, and proteins, right? So after you wake up from your sleep, your body, first of all, you need to get rid of toxins that your body have accumulated overnight or through, the day before, and how the weight processed it. So, get to the bathroom, we sweat the following day as well. So this is how we excrete everything from our bodies. And so our body needs to do it on a daily basis. And so we often talk about fiber as well, how fiber helps us to clean everything up. I don't want to talk about fiber right now, so I'm kind of like skipping through. So when you having your breakfast in the morning, is you breaking your fast. So this is the time of the day when you're consuming your food, and then essentially you need to replenish everything that your body requires. So different types of breakfasts that exist around the world, depends on the culture, depends on your habits, depends on your environment, depends on people you live with, and depends on the marketing campaigns as well that you see on TV and everywhere else. The main idea behind having a balanced, so what is balanced breakfast? Balanced breakfast you need to make sure it hydrates you. You need to make sure it gives you all the nutrients, which is the macros and the micros. You want to make sure that it gets rid of your toxins, so that's a fiber, right? And I'm talking generally. You want to make sure that it gives you energy as well. So how do you know if your breakfast is a balanced breakfast? So let's talk first maybe about a very typical breakfast, and this breakfast may vary around the world and depending on the culture, but I'm coming from a culture, not Canadian, but Russian, and I know we have some Russian people here. So we often would have, still we would have bread, we would have a sandwich, like an open-faced sandwich, or we can have some croissants, or we can have cookies or something. So we would have coffee and tea and stuff like that with that something. We would have oatmeal as well. So very, very common. Canadian and American culture is very similar. They might have certain ingredients that are different. So a big breakfast can have, like if I'm talking eggs and bacon and the sausage, and sometimes you have hash brown. So that's a high calorie. It's got high protein in it, but it's got high fat, and then it's got high calorie breakfast in it as well. Certain people and certain athletes may have this type of breakfast, but you got to be very, but those people normally count and calculate what exactly they need and how many amounts and why they need that, okay? That's not a typical breakfast, and it shouldn't be a typical breakfast for a person, because if we're talking about number of calories that the person needs, and I'm taking like an average, let's say girl, it's like 13 to 1500 cal, right? And then if you're trying to be in a deficit, like within your breakfast, you have already like 700 calories. So very, very high in fat and very high in calories, okay? And you gotta be smart, you gotta know your fats, and you gotta know your proteins as well. Protein is good, right? Like sausage got protein, eggs got protein, bacon's got protein, but they're like, first of all, how much protein there is. So another type of breakfast is you can have a high carbohydrate breakfast. And high carbs are, what are your carbs? Like you can have a bagel, you can have a croissant, you can have a sandwich, you can have a burger, like a hamburger and whatnot. So those are high carb breakfasts. And so carbs are, again, you gotta be smart about your food. You gotta know what it's gonna give you and then what amounts. So high carbohydrates is, first of all, you gotta know the idea behind the carbohydrate. If you guys been with us for a while, we talked about carbs before. So when you consume a high carb breakfast, and then especially when that high carbohydrate I'm talking about is a simple carb, which turns quickly, rapidly within your bloodstream. So it turns into sugar, it turns into glucose, to be specific, very quickly, and gets into your bloodstream. So what happens is, because your sugar, triggers insulin production in your body. So when your simple carb goes into your system, it gets processed very quickly, your sugar level goes up, your insulin spikes up as well, okay? So you got a spike there. And then afterwards, it drops down as quickly because it gets processed very, very quickly, and then sugar dissolves. Like it gets into your bloodstream and then it dissolves. And you get no satiation and you get no protein in it as well. So you get it through those spikes like that. And then when you get in a high carb breakfast, because it gets processed and it drops, and then you get the craving again because you don't have that stretched feel of satiation or like a fullness that you could have gotten from a protein breakfast. Okay, so be very careful with that. Scientists have done different researches and whatnot. And so when you're eating a high carb breakfast, you tend to eat more frequently, and then you tend to snack more, and then you tend to crave the same type of foods as well. So high carbs, just to be again, so it's cereals, bagels, sandwiches, and whatnot, right? And then normally when you make a sandwich, it's often you use processed meat, like daily meat. Those daily meats are not a lot of good things in there. There's protein in it, right? But still, it's very, very processed, high in sodium, high in preservatives as well. So types of breakfast, you got high calorie, you got high calorie, high fat, and then you got your high carbohydrates. Normally, when you consume a healthy breakfast, your insulin and your sugar spike is very mellow. So it doesn't go in there high spike. It just kind of like very, very even, and then it stays like that throughout the day. And it's been, again, studies been done that if you have a protein breakfast, you tend to lose more weight throughout the year if you're consistent with it, as opposed to if you do high carb. Okay, that's about it. Let me just check if I wanted to say anything else to you. So what you want to know is your breakfast should give you energy. You shouldn't feel sleepy after you have your breakfast. It's not very typical, and you can try it out yourself. You can have eggs for breakfast, or you can have a bagel for breakfast. You can have a shake. So a lot of you guys here, you have shakes. Honestly, it's a night and day, and it's very hard to, you got to try it to understand, really, because even having a shake, I like eggs personally, and I can have eggs any time of the day. I can have them as a snack and whatnot, but eggs are not the same as shake. And I often have shakes, I want to make sure I always fit in a shake throughout the day. Either I have it as a snack or I have it as a meal, because shakes are low in calories. Oh, and one more thing about breakfast as well, because on the typical diet, right, if you're a big guy, or if you're like gaining a muscle mass, like you're trying to build up your muscle mass, then your calorie intake is a little different. But I'm talking average here, right? Like I need to stick with about 1,300 calories without any working out. So like 1,300, 1,500, right? Like depending. So I want to make sure that I am aware of my calories, because it's very quickly to go over. And then breakfast is one thing. You wake up in the morning, you're like, okay, I'm going to have a big breakfast. I'm going to full throughout the day. Then the night comes, and then you still snack and whatnot. So why I'm talking about shakes is because even I normally start with a shake, but because it's a low calorie, I do 2 proteins. I do two scoops to 2 scoops, comes out to about 200 calories or so. So still, I got my protein in there, and I got my vitamins and minerals, because the shakes, if you guys look on the back of it, they do have a daily values for your vitamins and for your minerals, which is huge. That's huge. You often don't get it in your foods, like even in the egg, you're not going to get the same thing. So that's why I find it important for myself that I try always fit it in within my day too. Again, have it as a snack, have it as a meal. It's awesome. I do personally like it very much. Okay, so what else about breakfast? I think that's about it. I'm gonna finish up next week on Thursday if I have anything else to add. But yeah, remember that your breakfast needs to give you energy, needs to be low calorie, needs to give you sufficient protein, and then the number of grams of protein that we need to get in one meal, remember, it's 30 grams or so, okay? Because your body does not process more than 30 grams of protein in one go. That's all I have for you today, guys. If you have any questions, I can probably hear it right now, so thanks so much for joining. I'm sorry for all the technical difficulties one more time. I don't know what happened, but I'm sorry. I'll fix it for next time. Thanks for joining my workouts. Love you guys all.
Thank you, Tanyusha. It was wonderful workout. Thank you. We really need it. I think all of us.
No problem.
Thank you. Hi,
No
Tanya.
problem.
Alex here.
Hi, Tori, do you have a question?
I actually have a question. It's
Oh,
Alex.
yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah. You were mentioning about a couple of weeks ago how there was a male marathon for gaining weight, and I'm just wondering if there's any way to possibly join that, because it definitely sounds like something interesting.
Yes, I know, Alex. So I'm gonna talk to Lilia about it, because I'm not the one running it, and I know that they were sorting out the details for that marathon because it was the first one that we're having. So let me get back to you. Let me get back to you tonight with the details, and then I'll put you in this one or the next one, because they will have them. And the guy who's running it, he's a trainer as well. It's just not going to be me who's running it. Okay. Thanks for the question. Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Tori, what's your question?
Okay, so my question is, you know, this, like, you know, my whole thing in marriage is to tone my body. I really don't want to have like big muscles or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shall I, the breakdown that we have, you know, in a group, do I need to add anything to it, anything extra, or is that okay?
What breakdown are you talking about? Sorry.
Well, you know, like 5 meals a day and everything that we're eating. You know, I'm trying to follow it as much as I can, and I'm just trying to see, is there anything, do I need like extra protein for, you know, because you always talk about, you know, having protein, that it's important for muscles and everything.
For sure. So you would need to talk to your coach who is leading you, but essentially 5 meals a day is going to be enough for you, because you got 3 meals and then you got 2 snacks. If you're following the directions, your coach should be giving you the amount of protein that you need for your personal body mass index. So you need to kind of count that number into your diet and then see, because some people need to have 120 grams, and then some people need to have 100, some people need to have an 80. So you need to break it down. Because so the reason we talk about protein very often, because protein builds your muscle mass. And so if you're trying to lean out without becoming bulky, to become bulky, you need to put an effort into it. So for you to get bulky, you need to get about 2 grams of protein per pound per kilogram of your body. Okay, so if you're trying to lean out, you just need to stick with a gram to a gram and a half of protein per kilogram of your body. So if you, for people who are going bulky, they're just consuming, they need to be in the surplus of calories when you're trying to build a muscle mass. If you're in a deficit, like you have your calorie number that your body requires on a daily basis. So if you're and you need to take into account your workouts as well, because when you're working out and you have a post-workout burn as well, because you work out, you get small tears in your muscle tissue. When you rebuild this muscle, you're building new muscle tissue. So your metabolism becoming faster because you put in on new muscle mass. So where I was going with that. So then, so your metabolism increases, so you're burning more calories. So you need to take that number of calories into account. If you're taking that number of calories and you're in a deficit, you will be losing weight. You might not be losing weight, but you might be losing inches. Okay, so that's another good point, right? Exactly. Because your muscle, you did, good, exactly. Because your muscle will weigh more than fat, but it's gonna look differently in your body, okay? So don't think about just pounds. And then protein is very important, because you need the sufficient, because everything consists of protein. Your nails, your teeth, your tissue, your muscle, your bones, etc., etc. You're just in a different form. That's why we often don't get, even if you're vegetarian, I'm not sure if you are, still it's, you know, consuming that protein, it requires just a minimum amount that you need. Like, you don't need to go over. That's it.
All right, thank you.
That's it. Thanks, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Ciao. Ciao, everyone. Bye.